Alright. Howdy ho, buckaroos. This is Guy, and
I'm Ariatte.
okay, so where's Carni right now?
Well, she's doing something, so she cannot join us today.
Well, too bad, because it looks like the game is about to start. Alright, so right now we are watching a Valentina 1.0 versus a Valentina 2.0. Piloting the 2.0 for her debut is our very own Ariatte. And we got Carni at the wheel of Valentina 1.0. So, in the midst of my mumbling, it looks like she summoned a bunny. That's not too bad. Up. Is she gonna put it down? Yep, she put it down. She put out a death scythe. And lucky her, because that's a ruler's memoria. So, Ariatte, why all the trouble for putting out the death scythe? Got any thoughts?
Well, if I don't have a regalia on the field, then my ruler's memoria won't be able to come in tapped. Tapped. Untapped.
Okay, so, yeah, that's a decent enough reason. Wow, you're throwing down a lot of stuff there. Okay, and it looks like she is tapping that were-rabbit. It is kind of strange that she doesn't use Cheshire. I guess it's probably because it costs a lot, or maybe she has some sort of ulterior plan. But there is the Hera. It blows up the Gleipnir, and she draws a card. Maybe having all those regalia wasn't the best idea around because of that. But hey, who knows? Who knows if the Hera will actually slow this down, because it looks like she is searching, and there is the other Gleipnir. So, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, or rather, 2 stones back. How did you feel when she stole that Gleipnir from you?
Well, I mean...
Betrayed? Hurt? Sad?
It wasn't that big of a deal. I knew I could just get another one.
Okay, well, it looks like she's on the turn 3. Oh, by the way, it looks like she's going first, too. Interested to see who wins. Oh, a Gleipnir of her own. And she swings in with that nice 5/5 body. And we have that 3rd stone. So, Moonshade. That's curious. Why the Moonshades?
Because when playing Valentina 2.0, it's very important to be able to use any attribute for all the gods art.
Alright, which gods art do you typically find yourself using?
Arla's, so then I can just swing in with a bunch of stuff, deal like 1,000 damage, and take a lot of people's monsters.
Okay, yeah, that's a good reason, but do you use the other ones?
Sometimes I use Valentina's gods art if there's a monster on board that is a huge pain in the ass, so I could just steal it.
Okay, alright, yeah, so why not just run, white-blue?
Because you never know when you're gonna need another gods art. Like, there are times when I really needed to use Resurrect's gods art.
Hold the phone, that wasn't a Hera, but she did draw another card, and it looks like we are going into turn 4. Wait. There's a Shangri-La, and there is another Shangri-La, so that pumped up everything really big. So, what were your thoughts when you saw all that pump all of a sudden?
I wasn't really worried about it. I mean, Valentina 2.0 is usually at least 1,800 attack.
Although I did see a misplay just there. If she had just flashed in that Hanzo before the end phase, then she could have gotten that extra swing in for probably a decent amount of damage. But, game over. Game over. Okay, kids. Alright. It's over. In all seriousness, though, once Valentina flips, I really don't see any way of getting out of it. At all. Whatsoever. At all. So there's that bow with 4 counters, and I'm surprised Hanzo's lasted for more than a moment. I actually don't know if Carni uses any flyers, well, any other flyers in this blue deck. It's a good thing she's not using Caesar, though, because that would be fairly depressing. So, I wonder which one she's going to steal. Because that is essentially your main strategy, right? Yep, Gleipniring the Hera. Oh, is this... Oh, by the way, kids, I am actually seeing this for the first time, so... there goes the Gleipnir. Okay, so how did you feel taking her Hera and then the Gleipnir?
Payback, bitch.
I'm not gonna tell her you said that.
No, I don't mean it in a mad way. I mean,
Okay.
she stole my Glepnir. Destroyed my Glepnir, so I destroyed her Glepnir.
Okay. Alright. Looks like things are continuing to roll along. Medusa. Well, I guess in this idea, yeah, she did send the Medusa to the graveyard. I can kind of see why that... Oh! There comes the other Hera. Stopped me in my tracks right there. Oh, okay. So, that was interesting. It's an interesting Hera trade-off right there. So, that's 2 so far that I've seen, though. And it hasn't actually seemed to slow this down at all. Did it actually feel as though it was slowing you down?
Not really. I just have too much regalia. It doesn't matter that much in the end.
Oh, and there goes Hanzo. So, well, at least there's that. So, what do you actually know about Carni's Valentina 1.0? It doesn't seem too much like the others.
I don't know, she recently changed a lot of things about it, so I'm sure there's a lot of cards she added that I didn't see, but mostly it's just for flashing in and surprise blocking your opponent, ruining their day when they least expect it.
Okay, well, I guess there's that. But that's not going to last much longer. I have a feeling that's a lot of regalia. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My god, if you tapped all that... Oh, Soul Hunt! Wow, okay. I have not seen that used in a Valentina deck as of yet. Soul Hunt? Really?
Yeah, because most of the time I have nothing in my hand and no other resonators I really care about, so it's a nice little way to slow my opponent down without hurting myself.
You know what? It's pretty smart.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, okay. That's something. Okay, she's holding on the bunny. What's she gonna do with the bunny? Nothing? Alright. So, she has been able to filter through a lot of cards. And, honest to goodness, it looks like we're heading towards the end. Oh! Well, there goes the rabbit. Oh, so you use Melgus' Gods Art at that point, right?
Yeah, to steal the attack of the bunny.
Okay. And I take it you had game, didn't you? Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I can see you counting right now. Yep, Oh, yeah, there it goes.
4,000 attack.
There it goes. -2. Game. Alright. Okay, well, so it looks like we will be going into game 2 soon. It was interesting, though, that she was able to filter in so many cards. But in the end, with so much draw, she couldn't get into that many Heras, I've noticed. And even the 2 Heras did not actually seem to manage to do much.
Not really.
It strikes me, too, because a lot of people have been toting 2 things to be an answer to Valentina. That is Hera and Barrier of Shadows. And it just doesn't... At least the Hera play just does not seem that effective. Because there's just no slowing that down. And the other thing that concerns me as well is that a lot of people are saying that you can use Hera against Reflect Refrain. Oh, bunny, first turn again. Oh, as I was saying, you can use Hera against Reflect Refrain, and you can deal with it that way. But if they don't have the Regalia, then why summon, more or less? Well, either way, game 2, yes, game 2. So, bunny build a bunny, we got to the second stone, the second turn, and there is that Hera, first turn. Oh, I guess I was wrong, got rid of Liavatane. But, will she be able to, well, excuse me, will you be able to get it back before Valentina flips? Now that's the big question here, because if she can't stop you from getting all of your pieces on the board, I'm pretty sure it's over again. History repeating itself like some sort of awful demented poetry. Is that how it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, well, silence. Silence. I take it that you were thinking about something big, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, weren't expecting that first turn Hera.
Nope, not at all.
Well, not first turn, second turn Hera. And you have decided to search. Okay, yeah, it's not a bad thing, not a bad thing. So we have some spare time around. How long have you and Cardi been playing Force of Will these days?
I think it's been about 4 months now since we
4.
started playing.
Wow, okay, that's nice, that's nice. Nothing wrong with that. Now that I think about it, you guys started before me. Huh. Oh well. Anyways, so looks like we're still waiting. You had a lot to think about at this point, didn't you? You have the hair on the field, the hair on the field, the hair on the field.
I think I was contemplating whether to put the Levitate into the field or not because I didn't want hair to come and destroy it again.
Levitine, Leviathan, Lavate Los Manos, whatever you'd like to call it. There's Medusa. And you decide to take the damage like a champ. Nothing wrong with that. So, what we're seeing here is, I wouldn't know if you'd actually call this some sort of steadily obtained advantage in comparison to the last match, especially since you have all those moonshades now. Do you ever find paying that much life debilitating?
Not once yet.
Okay, all right. You know, that gives me some of my own ideas. Small earthquake. All right, everything's good. No one died. Well, someone's gonna wish they were gonna be dead because, let me tell you, looking at these right now, I would not want to use anything against Val 2.0. Like, I honestly am trying to think right now of ways my decks can deal with this. By the way, I run a, if you want to know stuff about me, my blood type is AB. I don't know my measurements, and my favorite decks are Rezard and Vlad. And right now, I'm just sitting here trying to think of how I could actually use my decks to beat this, and I have no idea. But it looks like Carni is trying her best. She has put a lot of damage on board. That is very close. But as we've seen from other YouTubers and what such, close is not always enough, and Valentina 2.0 hits the field. Oh boy. There goes Maribel. There's the other Leviathan. Oh, what? Gosh darn it, you got me giving it to Leviatine, or just whatever you say. And the Arlo's bow with 4 counters. Boy, oh boy. If you ask me, yep, the Medusa. I was just going to say there is no really wrong choice with this. And the Medusa. How did it feel to take Medusa?
Well, it felt like a very nice thing to do. I don't like Medusa. She's kind of a bitch.
Okay. So at this point, looks like she's digging in for answers. And, 5 stones. So we are in turn 5. Turn 5. That's a 5th turn, you know. After 4, but before 6. So, hey, well, I skipped that. There is another Hera on field, and it is a hollow Hera. Looks like, and another Medusa. So, she replenished her field. Looks pretty chunky, too. Honestly, if you do this wrong, you could find yourself in a world of hurt, especially with those 2 Shangri-Las. I have no idea how you're gonna deal with this. No spoilers, by the way. I really actually want to know, like, just find out on my own who won or who lost. Although, not to point out anything, but looking at the time, I have a feeling I know who wins this one too. Okay, alright kids, looks like things are happening. Fingers are being pointed. Insults thrown. Carni's doing something strange. And we have a Percy. Well, I saw that soul hunt again. I still can't get over that. Actually, I've noticed something. I'm not seeing Horn. So do you not run the Horn of the Sacred Beasts?
Why would I?
Okay. Most folks say because of the +2/+2 pump and the ability to attribute it to shuffle your opponent's graveyard back into their deck. But what do you actually think about it?
I think there are a lot more useful cards that give +2/+2.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, I see you're dealing with the double tap there. Oh, are you using something? God's Art, I take it.
Yeah, I believe that's Arla's God's Art.
Oh, okay, so the aforementioned Arla's God's Art, so I see you tapped Valentina like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, so the 400 damage per attack turns into...
Oh, drop the phone.
Damage.
Joe dropped the phone. Well, anyways, it looks like you're able to take that other Medusa, so it didn't really matter. That's depressing. Oh boy, I know what Carni's doing. Probably crying into a tub of ice cream. Oh, and that got rid of the other Glepnir. Oh my goodness, that's what, the second time I've seen that happen this turn? Seriously. Guys, seriously, do not use Hera at the very least against Valentina 2.0 because she will use that right back at you. Folks who use Regalia with your Hera, do not, I repeat, this is a public advisory message, do not use it because, oh my goodness, that is just depressing to see that. To be able to, like, for a Valentina deck, a Val 2 to draw, because that just means more Regalia, more hate, and more bodies to swing at. And, oh, Hera has a great body, let me tell you. Alright, 5 out of 5, I might say. Well, it looks like she managed to survive a turn at least, and she left 4 stones open. How quote-unquote mysterious. But with that second bow, I honestly don't think anything she throws out is going to live very long. Especially, I'm not seeing the hand size here. But if she, let's not forget that if she, oh, there's that Soul Hunt. There's that Soul Hunt. So as I was saying, if she dips below that 5 card limit, then suddenly Shangri-La becomes a lot less awesome. But it looks like she was able to at least recover a card by banishing Alice's Scout. Smart! Not going to save her though. It really must hurt her at this point to think that she got you all the way down to 11. But good God, it feels like... Okay, at this point I really must ask, especially since we're running out of time. Are we ready for Val 2.0 at our locals? From your silence, I guess we're gonna see. But, another question. Does it feel like you're putting on another person's pants? More specifically, when you're playing Val 2.0, does it, with all the stealing, does it kind of feel like you're just not only is she adopting the Seven Kings playstyles, but is she adopting the other person's deck?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, as you can see, Val 2.0 is probably going to best Val 1.0 in a match. Now, yeah, we have about a minute left, so I want to thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. This has been Guy.
And this has been Ariatte.
And we hope that we'll be able to send out more videos for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, etc., etc., etc. Like, subscribe, don't like, I don't know. Anyways, we're getting to our last bit here, and it looks like, yeah, counting up that math, aren't you? Aren't you?
Yeah, it took me about, like, 30 seconds to try and figure out what her attack was at.
But you got game, didn't you?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Oh, yes.
So we're
Cheers.
just gonna flash in deep ones.
Oh, well, there it is. Alright, folks, catch you next time. This is Team Belfaeil. You have a good day. A good day. I did that too soon, didn't I? Yep.